Hello friends, naughty, welcome to my vlog for my vacation to Albania. Yeah, I usually hate voicing because I don't like the sound of my voice, but anyway. So here I had to choose one. I tried pulling the middle piece, but someone was holding it, plus it was attached to two other papers, Rome and Albania. Recently, I had been researching about Albania because I saw some city I wanted to visit. So, yeah, I guess he wanted me to go with Albania. So there I was checking my documents were on the way to the airport. I was making sure I had my passport. Yeah, then we drove off and I had lunch. I wanted Burger King. Yeah, I had worn two different pairs of shoes since I wore one pair and then changed my mind, but I didn't want to take off the other shoe, so just wore two different shoes just because I didn't want to bend. Anyway, went to Burger King. I had a triple whopper. Yeah, after that, dropped off my car at a friend's place, then got an Uber to the airport, and there we were at Heathrow Airport. Yeah, I was nervous. Anyway, you see the airport is huge. That's after the checking in, since we checked in online and stuff. And yeah, I ended up wearing the second shoe. That's my ticket. Yeah, we used British Airways. Anyway, there we're waiting for the train. No, lift to get to the train since it's a big airport. So we got in the lift to take us to the, what do they call it? The train. The train to our terminal. Yeah, no, we're at the terminal, go to the lift to get to the train to take us to our gate. Yeah, that's it. So terminal first, then blah blah blah, the rest later. Anyway, we're waiting for our train over there with a few guys, and yeah, the train came, and some guy entered a security check, making sure everything was fine. So you can see the guy holding my piercing pillow in his hand. Since I have many piercings, I have to move with my weird pillow. Yeah. There is the train. So some guys were getting off and we had to wait for them to get off. Then we got inside the train. And it took us to our gate. I wonder why Uganda's airport is not as big as these airports. Imagine there are different terminals and you get to your terminal, and at your terminal you have to take many stairs and escalators, lifts after lifts, trains, imagine, in the middle of the airport to get to your gate. And still at the gate you end up taking lots of escalators and stuff and walking for hours and hours. Anyway, we did board the train, and yeah, my cameraman was busy doing his job since he knows I like vlogging, not like I love. There I had to wear my second pair of eyes since I wanted to see everything. I didn't want to miss a single thing. So yeah, we're waiting for the train to take off. Yeah, I was telling him, make sure you record everything. Anyway, got off the train, used escalators, many of them. Got to the gate and then boarded the plane. Yeah, anyway, this is part one. I'll make a part two. Yeah, anyway, I've been busy, so this video has been long overdue. So I couldn't wait for the escalators to get up, so I decided to climb them myself. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, you can see that's a plane, British Airways. It was my first time using British Airways, and yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, it wasn't the worst. It was okay. It was okay. Anyways, I'm tired of talking. I don't like voicing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end part one on this note. Then I'll make a part two of everything and everything we did in Albania. It's the most beautiful country. I'm having so much fun. That's us on the plane. I had to make sure we get. Anyway, welcome to the part two of my flight to Albania. Yeah, there we're on our way. The flight was 2 hours and 45 minutes. It wasn't a long flight, and we're almost there. We were so tired. So that was us. So there we had landed, and I was excited. I couldn't wait to see how it's like. Anyway, there we changed. We had some pounds. We changed them to the currency. Anyway, we had someone pick us up from the hotel, the Tirana hotel we were staying at, because we first stayed in Tirana before moving to Sarande. Yeah. So yeah, had a nice car. Yeah, and finally we got to our hotel, New York hotel. I think they love New York because the hotel was decorated with New York stuff, everything New York, New York, New York. So it was a good hotel. Yeah, for the nights we stayed there before moving to Sarande, which is the south of Albania. It's in the south, and the journey took about 4 hours. But yeah, that was the main destination. It was Sarande. So that's the bed, that's the hotel, that's the pillow. Anyway, stay tuned for the fun parts. The boring ones are done by. Hi, so this is the last part I am voicing, the rest I won't voice. Anyway, that's the morning after we arrived in Albania, in Tirana, and we had to go to Sarande, where we were gonna stay by the seaside. I wanted a sea view, so we woke up early in the morning, checked out of New York hotel. We got someone to pick us up. That was the view in the hotel we stayed in first. Yeah, somewhere near Tirana anyway. It wasn't Tirana exactly, but it was near the airport. Late at night. Anyway, the guy picked us up, and yeah, he drove us to Sarande. The journey was about 4 hours, and we had to take a break for about an hour so that he can charge the car. Surprisingly, here most taxis use electric cars, so most times you have to take a break so that they can charge the car for 1 hour. For 1 hour, imagine. Yeah, so he was charging his taxi as we were waiting. Yeah, we went and got some pizzas and some snacks and came back outside and waited. So we continued with our journey, and there we're in Sarande, the area I wanted to stay in. Anyway, that was the view. Since it's hilly, so most times the roads go down the hill, down the hill, down the hill. Anyway, that was the area. It's a nice area. Very many tourists, very many ATMs because of the tourists. Yeah, it's a very beautiful place. Yeah, that was the drive in the area to the hotel. Yeah, that we had reached, but the Airbnb guy was still organizing. So we decided to get some ice cream and some juice. It's so hot. It was about 40 degrees Celsius, I think. And yeah, we checked into the Airbnb and then went and did some shopping. So yeah, I'm done with the boring parts. Next, the party videos, the party stuff, the fun stuff. Yeah, but I liked their soda in Albania. They have different sodas from what I'm used to. So yeah, we did some shopping and had fun.